right. How's everybody doing tonight? What's good, man? It's your boy NYG22 with Coach Ed in the building. So we'll give it a little time to let some folks get in here.
Mm-hmm.
But the object of tonight basically is to take a deeper or closer look at one Daniel Jones and just the Giants offense in general because we want to see improvements because this offense last year it was hideous. It was
Mm-hmm.
pathetic. It was one of the worst in the league, and it's been one of the worst in the league. So we want to ultimately take a deeper look at Jones and just take a deeper look at this offense and see if there's any improvements, if we see any progressions, if we see any, if we see anybody making any strides, anything like that. So um, ultimately, that's what we're gonna be getting into tonight. But how's everybody doing tonight? And how are you, Coach?
I'm good. Just a decent day. Nothing too strenuous. You know, um, just handling home for the most part. Checked on my grand earlier to make sure because she was with me and she went home. So you miss your grand, but other than
Of
that,
course,
just an easy day for me.
of course, no doubt, man. And appreciate you popping in, popping on with me,
Always,
man, and
always,
doing this
always.
little film review. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, you know, we want to take a deeper look. Not just the highlight plays and
Mm-hmm.
what everybody puts on Twitter and all that. We want to really get into um, Mr. Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hot button topic with Giants fans. So we want to check him out. Want to make sure and see if he's doing better, if he's improvement, and some of the things that he may or may not need to improve on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that being said, let me pull up some film here. Might be a little slow night. I know other streams are going on, but we're gonna do our thing anyway.
Hey, it's always good to just get it out there. So and
Right,
talk about it, and we can always come back to it later.
for sure.
People will pop on later. I know that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be on for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me pull this up. All right. Let me know if you can see this, coach.
Well, it's black now, but I saw it for a second before it went black.
Okay.
Yeah, I
What
see it now.
happened? You see it now? Okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
All right. Is it bigger now? Blew it up.
Well, it just went black again. So if it's in a delay,
Oh,
I'll just wait. I'll wait. It's no biggie.
yeah. Let's see. Let me know if you see it. Give it a few seconds. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
see it, you see it now?
Just a black screen.
Black. Okay. So we're going to have to do it like that then. Oh, there go
Yeah, I
Pat.
see. I see. I
All
can
right. You
see
see it
it
now?
now.
All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go. All right. We got it. We got it. I see it now. Like I
What's up,
said, still
Pat?
working out the kinks. What's good, Pat?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you today?
Man, maintaining, man.
Doing
You
good.
already know. You already
That's
know. Ready
good.
to get into this Daniel Jones film review a little bit, live film review. I don't know too many people do a live film review, but we're gonna get into it, man. Hopefully I do all right
Just
here.
what you got to let me know what down with distance because I'm big on down and distance,
Yeah.
so I know exactly what this is.
It was up there at the top of the screen, but you may not be able to see it, but this is first and 10 on the Giants 16-yard line right here.
Okay, that must have been what
So
the second series.
yeah. The first series was I didn't really see a lot in the first series. Just a
Oh, I
couple run
did.
plays,
I did. Trust me, I did.
but we can go back to the first series if you want. But
No,
I'm gonna
no, no,
start
no, no.
here.
Let's start here. That's what you got.
Um,
Let's go.
So coming out the gate, um, what are y'all seeing here from a play standpoint? Let's go. Let me see if I could pull this
Back it
back
up
a little
just a
bit.
little bit. Just go from the
Got you.
before the snap.
Got you. All right.
Got single high. They got man free, which is what I'm figuring. They got an edge free off the off the front side. I wouldn't know who's who. I don't know if that's a fade on the top. If that's a dig. That must be
Trying to
Bellinger
play
coming
it.
out of the backfield.
I don't know why it's not playing here. Let me bear with me. Let me do this again. What's good, Tudo? How you doing tonight, man? Appreciate you joining, man.
Tudo, what's up, bro?
Okay, now it's all right. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I see
So
it. You see
that's
it,
right
Pat?
before this.
All right, basically, trips formation. You got Bellinger, looks like he's in the H-back row. He looks like, uh, is that Williams in the backfield with Daniel Jones?
I believe that is Antonio Williams.
Yeah.
So
2x2
um,
offset
I'm
to
gonna
the
roll
right.
it real slow here,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of do a stop and go. So, all
Bellinger delay. Okay.
right.
Okay, Bellinger's there. The Chip looks
Chip.
like Neal and Glowinski. If that's Glowinski at right guard,
Mm-hmm.
got
Right. Yeah,
tripped
right
up.
here. Yeah, right here. So
So they basically slid left and left the hang to that's actually Jones's man technically because that's the free man, so he has to
right here,
see.
right?
Yeah,
This guy right here,
on the
right? Yeah.
10-yard line. Yeah, so it's at
Mm-hmm.
96. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
free man because you also see there's a up in the middle. There's a linebacker. He's probably delaying reading the running back. So, but it looks like they slid. That's why Neal starting to slide into
Slide back over.
his
Yeah.
left, and
Let's
Golinsky is
see.
looks like picking up. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Unless
Pat.
this is unless this is supposed to be a real quick pitch. Neil is supposed to be slipping out back towards the
Mm-hmm.
outside if that guy
Mm-hmm.
comes. So it looks like Neil
Exactly.
didn't read that correctly on this
Exactly.
play here. And that's why I'm worried about a pass protection in the beginning of the year with Evan Neal because he's still learning things.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
because he goes super wide doesn't mean he's out of the play. So unless this was designed this way and Daniel Jones supposed to get this out very quick because it's a single high safety.
Safety.
So
Mm-hmm.
maybe this should be a quick back shoulder throw or either side. You take which side that you like. Or they depending on this slot guy here to win on this slant in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Bellinger chip was supposed to be a little bit stronger, but it
Stronger.
wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they were determining blitz on this play, but continue with the play and we'll be able to know exactly what was going on.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm looking at
So
Jones here, and Jones has his eyes already set on where he wants to go. Am I right or wrong? Because he's
yeah, he
looking,
does.
Mm-hmm.
and you can see he has his eyes set already. And as y'all saying here, here's Neil. Now he's trying to recover
Mm-hmm.
to pick this guy up because if not, it's gonna be a big hit on Jones if he doesn't give it his football real quick.
Same with
Now,
Glowinski. If you look at Glowinski,
Yep, he's beat
Glowinski's
too.
he's beat, so he's trying
yeah.
to recover. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's why Jones is gonna have to get that ball out quick. So
Get rid of it quickly.
Thomas is good up top.
So good release by Jones, as you can see there. He's got the
Mm-hmm.
ball out. Neil's
Step
coming back
drive.
to recover, and
Mm-hmm. You also have the single high safety. So actually, if he's coming right, he actually is right, reading right because the single high safety is hedging to the twin side, the two receiver side, and he's
over
over
here,
to
right?
he's
These
to the
guys, yeah.
defensive. He's on the defensive hashes right. So that's going to be a long run. So right now, let it go. Just let it go. See, so I can see where if he's definitely throwing it there, or if he's jumping it down to Bellinger. No, he's going there. So yeah,
He's
that's the
going
right
to
read.
he's going to Sills here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this guy's open, but as you guys said, he didn't really have time because this was coming fast. This guy right here, number
Mm-hmm.
86, he was coming. He was going to light him up. And good job by Neil on the recovery. I will say
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he gets back into the play here and
I'll
protects
be
his
honest
quarterback.
with you.
It's
I'll
fair.
be honest with you. If this wasn't a predetermined throw, I think in the regular season he brings his eyes back towards that slant because he had
Slant.
enough time to bring
Exactly.
his eyes back towards the slant.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
this was
right
just a
here, right.
predetermined shot. Yeah, I think this was a
Mm-hmm.
predetermined shot because they seen a single high safety
Single
look and
safety.
they was betting on the blitz coming, which it did. And
Mm-hmm.
so Seals has to win that battle. And obviously, when you run the play, you'll see that he didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Because the
we'll run
DB
it.
is actually running a route better than what he is right now.
Yeah, he let the DB almost. He didn't give enough spacing for Jones to get him towards the outside shoulder.
Now, what
Yeah,
we need to
Sills
look at
didn't
is
get
Seals'
any
release.
Mm-hmm.
separation. So we'll run it
Yeah.
back and see.
Off the line of scrimmage, how does he? First of all, his alignment. So
Okay.
yeah, he's fairly inside. So he has spacing from the numbers to the sideline. So just go ahead, let it run.
Little jab
Okay.
step.
Yeah,
That
that
double
DB
step, that
wasn't
double.
biting on anything
Mm-hmm.
Seals was giving him.
Yeah. He
Yeah, that
tried to give him
double.
See,
a little
now,
shimmy jab.
yeah,
If he
now go
goes
back
back,
to the
that
beginning
doubles.
of the play.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, coach. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that double, that second, that the
Yeah,
fake off the line
he
is
wasn't
good.
buying any of that.
Yeah, but that
All
second
right.
one, because he did that second move, it allowed the DB to force him closer towards the sideline. Where if he stays right in that alley where he normally is, he Jones has spacing to get the ball between him and the sideline. So go ahead,
Mm.
let it run.
Let it run.
Yeah.
All right.
So he dances off the line, keeps going. Now he
Okay,
stops
stop it
right
right
there.
there.
Yeah, go back a little
No,
bit.
hold on. Hold
Hold
on.
on. Yeah,
You gotta go
I
back
got
a
you.
little
I
bit.
got you. Let's see.
You gotta go back. Go back to
I,
where Seals is around the 25.
I got you.
Right there. See at the 20.
A little
He's
bit
now.
more.
You see how the
Right
DB is
there.
riding
See
him.
right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
when, if you want to critique Daniel Jones on this play, I'm looking at that receiver right there, and
Right there.
I'm saying that he's covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I come off of Seals right there, and he has a little bit of room to step up because Evan Neal is getting back out towards the
It's getting
outside,
back in it.
and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and Glowinski actually recovered.
He
So he has
covers.
a little alley right there, right before it is, because this
What's good,
guy's getting
Taj?
blocked as well. What's going on, Taj?
Mm-hmm.
That guy, I don't know who plays center that night, but the
That
center
was
has him blocked up pretty
I think it
well.
was Garcia.
Garcia played
Yeah.
a fairly well.
Oh,
good
Garcia.
game.
So Daniel Jones has a chance to take a little hitch and look to that
Taj.
slant
So.
because the slant is wide
Mm-hmm.
open.
Wide
That's
open right
covered
here.
to me. That's covered
This
to
is
me, and
covered.
I would come off of him.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I
let me
believe it
ask
was just predetermined for him to go to Seals on that play.
Mm-hmm.
let me ask y'all something. So with plays like this, where the guys covered, I think Jones, like when Kenny Galladay's out there, he's looking for Kenny Galladay to win matchups like this. Even though he's covered, I think that's what a lot of the miscommunication and chemistry issues is because this is the expectation for Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay, if this is Kenny Galladay right here, he's supposed to win despite being covered because if Jones can high point that ball and Kenny Galladay can go up and get it, maybe he makes a play that Sills can't make. And that's the difference between a guy like Sills and some of these other receivers that we talk about.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
thing is, with a play like this, with Galladay, they have great chemistry because if this is Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, that's going to a back shoulder throw.
Mm-hmm.
But Devontae, they both know each other very well. Devontae Adams in the corners in this position right here, he automatically knows Aaron Rodgers is coming with the back shoulder throw. So
Exactly.
a back shoulder throw destroys him right now because he's not paying attention to anything. He's just running, and he's just faster than Seals. So a back shoulder throw right here towards the sideline, and Seals has chemistry with Daniel Jones, and they know each other. He turns around and catches that and gets about 20 to 25 yards. I've seen it happen with too many receivers and quarterbacks that are in tune with each other, and Daniel Jones doesn't have that with any of the receivers. I don't believe he does. So plays like this with teams like the Packers and other good teams like Tom Brady and Mike Evans or somebody like that, this is a back shoulder throw for 20 to 25 yards.
Exactly. Like Pat said, this is a back shoulder. He's technically covered, which is why I was saying Seals didn't give him spacing. If Seals had him, if Seals is in the position where the DB is and the DB is further inside, now Daniel Jones can throw that ball right over his shoulder, right in between that and the sideline, even if he's in phase there. And that's where Kenny Golladay can win. If Kenny Golladay is running right here because of the spacing towards the sideline, he's pushed towards the sideline. So he's actually has an extra. The DB has an extra defender because there's limited spacing. So, and all that would happen is based on where the ball comes down, any receiver is going to technically have to go through him, the DB, which is going to be OPI then. So, it's now a matter of when we say route running, the spacing, because when you run your fades, you don't want to run it too close to the sideline. So that's why that Eli Manning to Mario Manningham pass was so beautiful, because it was such a small window where normally you have to give him, any quarterback, a bigger window so you can run under the pass and squeeze it to the boundary. So, and like Pat said, normally because Neal is coming off and Glowinski is picking up, Jones would be able to step up, come back off of, and hit the in cut right behind it. So because with that spacing right there, that deep safety, like I said earlier, he's further away from this sideline. I get it. I understand.
What's good, Wells? Thanks for stopping by, tuning in. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Coach.
So Wells. No, I understand why Jones went there because of the safety's alignment with all the space in there, but Seals did not give him, the enough spacing for him to get the ball in there, which is why it ended up incomplete.
So that's a good thing to keep an eye on for those in the Seals Army, as they call it. NFL, and this is against I don't know this guy, this cornerback, but I imagine he's since he's second team.
Second team corner.
So
second team corner. There.
If he can't get burned against this guy, the second team corner, imagine when he's going to be facing first string cornerbacks.
Exactly.
But so we'll let this play roll out. This thing is kind of like funny here. Bear with me. This thing acting crazy.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Go ahead. All right. Got it back up, Coach. So we'll let this run again. And ultimately, good play by the DB. And you see
you see where the ball came down, where he was further inside. He could slide right under it, and the defensive back then has to go through him to get the ball.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's some of the things that when I did look at him earlier, it was some predetermined. I get it. I understand. It's preseason. But there were times where if he looks off, he opens up a receiver because he had plenty of
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he did. He did.
This is what
All
second
right.
and this is second and
This
10,
is
right?
2nd and 10 on the 16.
Mm-hmm.
Same drive. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
we roll it.
So are they? Go ahead. Let it
What's
roll.
what you saying here, Coach? What's
I'm
the
trying.
what's the
I'm trying to.
formation?
Well, I mean, as far as the offenses, they're 2 by 2 with a
Two
with
two. Yeah.
two up top. Technically with the tight end is 2 down low, but I would call this a tight 2 with a slot up top, running back offset to the strong side or to the quarterback's right side. So right now, and then the defense is in an even front. I'm just trying to determine because with that slot corner, he's playing on the outside of our slot. I think that's what
I think that's
Rondell.
Robinson. Yeah.
So if you look at where his alignment, that's kind of telling me I'm anticipating a cover 3 based off of that because his responsibility would actually be in a zone would be to the flat. That cornerback, even though he's pressed, if he's bailing, he's just going to get the deep thirds. The safety's in the middle, and then you have on right on the 20 that cornerback is off. So those are the
Mm-hmm.
little keys that I'm reading, and then you got the 3 underneath, which will play hook curls, and then the other I don't know if that's a linebacker or a DB. He's probably going to play the flat also. So, but you can let it run.
All right. All right. So Jones gets the snap.
Mm-hmm.
So this
So
guy right here, I
you
seen
got
him
you.
come
Go ahead.
off the line.
Which guy? You got the
Right
left
here.
guard.
Yeah, left guard.
Okay, yeah, he's
That's what it
pulling.
is. It's pulling.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so just I'm trying to determine if this is a RPO, giving him an RPO look.
So this what we'll do. We'll run it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll come back and slow it up.
Okay,
So
no
that way
problem.
you can see everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
RPO,
So throw there. Yep.
RPO, and
That's
it's actually
sales.
it's man free. Which okay, so it's a good disguise, for on me. So I base it off of the nickel slots alignment. So, but yeah, RPO, which he faked the run. You got the backside guard, pulling into like a power, and then he pulled and he got it to Seals on the backside slant, which pulled the linebackers up right into the trash, which is as you see exactly what he did. The linebackers, everyone jumped right into it. Keep going. I want to see what the tight end did on this. I think Bellinger blocked, which is going to help pull all the linebackers up. As you see
Oh
the
yeah. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right there. The guards pulling. Tight
mm-hmm.
end. Yeah.
blocking
Yeah.
down. So
Blocking
because
down.
normally
Yep.
it's a down, and the backside guard is either going to scoop or he's going to come into the middle, or if it's they're blocking down from the outside, he's going to scoop around and kill it on the outside. And then you got the running back coming, and he's going to jump cut. He's really what he would do is jump cut to the outside because you want to give the flow like you're going away to keep those 2 inside linebackers sealed right there. And
These
then
guys,
normally,
right?
yes, the 2 inside guys, they would normally with his angle, you basically gonna stay or you're gonna jump into the trash, and then with that backside guard, if you're running it, he's gonna seal that other linebacker, and then normally the alley would be right there on the outside, but Jones did a good job in faking it and getting it
See
right to Seals.
the guard right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He seals that off.
Mm-hmm.
He seals that off.
Everyone else on the
Neil's
line.
gonna push this guy around. So Jones
Mm-hmm.
has even if Jones doesn't hit this, he still has a pocket to step up into.
Exactly.
Because Neil's gonna push this guy around Jones. I mean not Neil,
Mm-hmm.
but Andrew Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you look up top, Robinson, he's doing
Yeah.
He's opening up like he's looking for a swing pass, a screen, and then you have
Yeah,
I don't know if that's Galladay or
I think
whoever's
that's Colin Johnson. I
okay. If that's
think.
Johnson, then either he's blocking or he's running a vert.
Mm,
So
okay.
it's a real simple concept. That's real simple. What's up, Vance?
What's good,
Um,
Levance?
it's a real simple concept. It's beautiful, especially because you have that single high safety, literally what almost 20 yards downfield from the line of
Yeah, he's
scrimmage.
way back here. This guy right here. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
almost
so
on.
it gives a, and with the linebackers sucked up inside, it opens that window in that alley up, so you can just let it float.
That the linebackers because they were
Mm-hmm.
here with
Mm-hmm.
coaches and the fake the play and then the motion with the guard coming here
Mm-hmm.
pull these guys up, which opens
Mm-hmm.
up the middle of the field for Seals.
Exactly. So linebackers have to read their keys, and if you see a guard pull, that's usually one key. But again, it's like a misdirection. It fooled them. It
Hmm.
drew him down, and then Seals quick slant right behind it. Open it up. Boom. Got the play. You can let it
All
run.
right, there you go. Boom. Good job by Jones. Good job by
Mm-hmm.
Seals, and good play design.
Exactly. And that's right there is, I'm looking forward to more of that as the season comes along. With things like that, especially, and plus we were running very efficiently. So,
Mm.
again, this is another 2-by-2 formation with the tight end in the wing position to the left, slot
Right
right.
here.
Yeah. Running back is to the quarterback's right side, or left side. So,
Hmm.
and there's again single high, and more than likely now, based on what they did previously, it's going to be man free. All right, you can let it run.
Seeing this, the Bengals playing a lot of single highs. That's something that
Mm-hmm.
they normally do, or it's just I guess this is kind of preseason and they
This
just
this this is probably
We'll see how they
preseason.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, react in a
yeah,
single high look.
reacting. Okay, got you. All right, here we go. I'm gonna run it, and then let me get a timestamp here. All right, then we'll pull it back. So fake.
Another
That's that
RPO. Yep.
back shoulder throw.
This was another predetermined where
Mm-hmm.
he was going. He saw the single high look. They predetermined, let's go to
Mm-hmm.
Seals, and that's the back shoulder throw I was
He
talking
was talking
about.
about, and
Yeah.
you see, and if you look at this, look at how much spacing he has from the line of scrimmage, and Jones threw him exactly what I was talking about before. He wasn't he was close to the sideline previously, so it's open because he's on the numbers. He's right on the top of the numbers, and then he's
Mm-hmm.
opening up. So, and that's good coaching too. I can tell that's coaching. They adjusted to that, and then, they saw what Jones did before. So, move him inside a little bit more, so he can open, and Jones can throw him the ball. And like
Yeah,
Pat said, that's
it's
that
almost
back
like the
shoulder.
same play, but it's
It,
on the other side.
it
Yeah, it's
is.
mirrored. It's a
Yeah,
mirrored
Yeah,
play.
mirrored. Yeah, they flipped it.
yeah.
And
They
instead of
just.
putting Bellinger back a little bit, they put Bellinger closer to the line of
Mm-hmm.
scrimmage to not confuse the defense, but not let the defense know that it's basically the same play,
Same
just
play.
being ran to a different side.
Yeah, it's
But it's
same
the
play,
exact
different
same
form.
play.
Exactly. And that's the beauty sometimes of, when you run your offense, you can run the same play out of so many different formations. And it forces a defense to play the whole field in every play out of all your different formations. So, but go ahead, let it run. You'll see how Seals how he runs. Good fake by Jones. Bellinger looks like he's coming in. Yep,
See
they're
that
they're
What
fake?
sliding
what this
away.
was, what this was this was confusion on the offensive line. They crashed Bellinger down, making it
Mm-hmm.
seem like it was going to be run and bring those linebackers
Like
up.
a zip.
Ah,
And since
But
they were already in a single high safety, this is going to be a one-on-one on the outside, and we have to win. And Seals won on this play because everything that you see here looks like run. So this may, if you play it out a little bit more, this might have been a one receiver route. Yep, this is a one
yeah,
receiver
mm-hmm.
yeah,
route.
it is. You're right. Because look at these guys. He's looking for the
Everybody's
bubble
yeah.
screen. He's blocking. I think that's Galladay, and you got Seals over here. Exactly right.
What did this
So
is? It's a flip of the play right before this. What did Seals do on the previous play? He ran a quick slant. And being that he ran the slants, now they changed the same thing. Instead of pulling the backside guard, they're bringing Bellinger in. Same concept. Draw the linebackers in, thinking it's run, and now instead of doing the in cut, you do the fade.
Yeah, what
And
this
this
was,
is
this was the one receiver route. They saw that
mm-hmm,
the singles high. They saw that they
But you
kept
see
running the
see him
single high
blocking.
safety.
Yeah, he's out the play. He's blocking, and you're right. This one guy, single high, he can't recover fast enough to get over there to beat
So
Sills.
this shows you the development of play calling between Joe Judge and Garrett and Brian
mm-hmm,
Dabo and Mike
Facts.
Kafka. They're going to try
mm-hmm,
to take advantage of everything that you're doing, and they saw that they were running single high safety,
mm-hmm,
and so they didn't want the linebackers to move back into zones and cover everything, and they put a max protection block to make it seem like it was run. And Seals or whoever's the outside receiver, you got to win. And Daniel Jones, you put that ball where it's supposed to be. And
mm-hmm,
right now, Seals turned his head immediately, so that tells me it's going to be a back shoulder throw, and it's worked out perfectly. This is the difference between bad offenses and good offenses. Good offenses can get 20 to 25 yards on a single receiver route because they know exactly what's coming. And those
mm-hmm,
linebackers have no choice but to come up to stop
mm-hmm,
that run because they saw Bellinger crash down. So everybody's like, well, 9 times out of 10, this is going to be a run. So everybody come up there. So now you got that DB on the island out there. That's why teams like Keenan Allen and Devontae Adams, they eat because they get in
mm-hmm.
situations like this, and they're very good receivers to where they can beat that guy 9 times out of 10. Why you think Jamar Chase was a monster? Why you think the Bengals had a bad offensive line, but they were still able to get the ball out immediately? And Jamar Chase was winning every single time last year. I keep trying to tell people that this Bengals team,
Mm-hmm.
just because their offensive line was bad, doesn't mean that Joe Burrow was just Jesus and cleats. No, this was schemed up. You
Mm-hmm.
scheme things like this. I got my number one receiver on your DB out there. You want to run single high? Well, stop Jamar Chase on this back shoulder throw, or stop Jamar Chase from just outright beating your DB. And Joe Burrow is a very good quarterback. He can put that ball wherever Jamar Chase
Mm-hmm.
needs the ball to be put. So this is good play calling scheme. This was a
And
one receiver route.
mm-hmm. And this is why you hear people talk about lockdown cornerbacks. That's why you need a lockdown cornerback, because of situations like this, a good lockdown cornerback will funnel him and push him further towards the sideline. He's not going to let him beat him like that, and he's going to be in position to at least make a play on the ball.
And I would say this: Aaron Robinson better get ready because there's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a lot of situations just like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to have to come up big in those situations. So Aaron Robinson, you can be out the league after this year if you get destroyed. Like everybody
Yeah.
says that you're going to get destroyed this year, because I promise you he's going to be in situations like this at least 6 to 7 times a game. At
Mm-hmm.
least.
Mm-hmm.
So he better put his big boy
Put it
draws on
pants.
this year, because I
Mm-hmm.
promise you it's coming. It's going to be just like this. We're going to be sending blitzes to where people are getting in there. The quarterback's just going to toss it up, and if he
Mm-hmm.
gets beat, that's his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And Wink is not going to stop. They probably just put somebody like Darnay Holmes on the outside right there. But Aaron Robinson is going to have to grow up quick. But this was a one receiver route.
It's a beautiful design. So simple and great execution by Jones. I mean, his footwork, his mechanics. I mean, his confidence in putting that ball there. I mean, I've heard that he can't do back shoulders. This tells me he can.
This
You
is
just need the continuity with who he's running it with.
Yeah, this is where you find out how ass your quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
Plays like this, not plays where your offensive line have 3 people in his face. Plays just like that. Can my quarterback throw a back shoulder throw to my receiver and let him catch it against one-on-one coverage and single high safety? Daniel Jones, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, can do that. That's why I think Daniel Jones can be pretty good in wing. I mean, not wing system, but Kafka and Dabo's
Africa,
system.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kafka and Dabo's system. Daniel
And
Jones is going to have a lot on his plate as well. Go ahead, NYG.
nah, I'm saying to your point too. The chemistry, the chemistry here. As you were pointing out earlier, they know the play. They know what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. Seals is like you said. He's already looking at Jones. Jones got the ball released. He's looking for the ball now. I don't know if if some of the other receivers are on the same page like this, but this is pure chemistry right here. Let me let me
Mm-hmm.
let me let me pull it up a little bit more. Look,
Mm-hmm.
Seals got his head eyes on the ball already.
He has a DB funnel inside, and he has plenty of space towards the sideline. So, and yeah, it's perfect chemistry. Ball is put right where it needs to be. And as you see, Daniel Jones is nobody near him. Next closest man is literally 4 or 5 yards from him. So
Yeah, this guy, and he's
yeah.
he's he's the ball's been gone, so it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Pat.
And
You were
this
saying
is why
something.
you see guys like Devontae Adams go crazy because Devontae Adams is so good. They don't even have to run a fade route on there. He can actually
Mm-hmm.
run a slant right there and still get
Mm.
about 30. If he breaks that tackle, it's a wrap. It's just him and the safety. Why do you think Odell Beckham kept going crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Odell
True
Beckham would
that.
beat that guy to the inside on the
Cover
slant. It's
three.
just him and that safety, and you ain't catching Odell in that open field.
See, this
So
is a
guys
black
like
cover
Tyreek
three.
Hill go crazy.
Corners are off. They're playing 7 off. Yeah, this. All right. I'm just gonna let it
It's
go.
yeah, we're gonna play it and then I'm gonna pull it back.
I call this as a twin set.
Oh, that's the
Oh yeah, now
Robinson
this
play.
right here, that's Robinson. He bobbled the ball. That
Mm-hmm.
play probably wasn't gonna go nowhere anyway. But
Go back. Go back. The one
I
thing that I
think
noticed, if you watch number 96, because that's the one thing I noticed when Robinson was moving, they just attacked him. No matter what, when the 96 literally just peels right off. He doesn't go into the play. He doesn't rush. He peels right off the play. That's why he made that tackle.
you see Rob right there. Robinson gets it. If he catches it clean,
Mm-hmm. And
maybe he gets around and picks up a couple.
based on the alignment and where he is, no, I don't
no,
think so.
96 read that the whole way, and the tight end
Yeah,
missed his
I see
block.
it. He missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right there, right there.
Because
Good,
Neil is
good job.
peeling. Neil is going to come down, and he's going to clear.
Yeah,
So yeah,
right here.
it's 96. His read is
That's Bellinger right there, isn't it?
exactly
This
because
tight end. Yeah.
his reads is automatically it's going to be reverse, boot or cutback. Those are his responsibilities in a situation like that, especially when the tackle blocks down off of him. So and you have motion coming to him, so it's easy for him. Like Pat said, Bellinger missed his block. And it made it
That's the
easy
key.
in every other situation. And when they did the little swing to him, when they brought him in motion, and then he Jones threw him the ball. 96 he didn't even go in towards Jones. He just instantly peeled right off to him, and it's like, they knew what was coming to Robinson.
And Robinson is looking too, and he's probably got to be like, "Oh shit," because
Deer,
he
deer, deer,
knows.
deer in the headlights. That's what
Yeah,
it
he
is.
knows he's about to get hit. That's probably why he bobbles the ball. Let's pull it up a little bit. Yeah, look. Yep, you're right there. He's like, "Oh
I
hell
don't know
no."
if he catches that. If he catches that though, Bellinger gets the block. He gets to
Yeah,
the outside, and if Evan Neal picks up that
that's safety.
linebacker, is Robinson and that DB. Yeah,
Let
if
me
he
go.
catches that clean, he gets
Yeah, he
That's
past
what
has
I
it.
was
him.
saying. Yeah, if he
Yeah.
catches it, because he
But
bobbles right
look
here.
at the receiver. Look at Seals miss his block too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See Seals miss his block.
Mm. Mm.
So this play was blown up.
The only thing that can happen now is Bellinger hurries up and runs out there and blocks that DB, and Neal gets the linebacker, and Seals, after missing his block, picks up the other DB.
This is cover 3. Yep, this is cover 3.
Yep. So
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if he doesn't bobble, he's at least out to probably right here.
Bellinger
and
It's-
then
before this
Bellinger
guy
went to
gets
double team instead of picking up a
Picking
free.
up the
Yeah, that
outside.
play was busted. That play was busted from the beginning. It was over with. It's like it's 5 Bengals against 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that play was over. They read it well. Good play.
Mm-hmm.
Can't blame
So
anybody on there. A couple of missed blocks, but maybe you get 4 yards on there if everything went perfect. But who knows? But they saw that
I'm just
coming the whole
yeah,
way.
I'm just looking, I'm just watching these
He's
guys
better
as
off. He
you
was
were
better
saying.
off, to be honest with you, because technically that's a pass. Because Jones tossed it to him. He didn't hand it off, so he would have been better off just dropping it. It would have been an incomplete pass.
Mm.
Even though I know he's not going to do that,
Yeah,
athletes
he
are not trained
whiffed.
to do that.
Sills whiffed and Bellinger whiffed.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that was bad. Yeah, they both whiffed.
And then Belgium went and picked up the wrong guy because he should have went after the
Mm-hmm.
DB after that.
Mm.
Yeah, but like I said, if everything went perfect, probably would have got like 4 yards
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
instead of a 2 yard loss.
wasn't a
But
bad
good play
play
by the
though.
defense. Good play by the defense.
Okay, this is 2nd and 12 at the
Mm-hmm.
46. All right, so I'm gonna run it and then we'll bring it back. Looks. I think that's Colin Johnson.
Yeah, that's Colin Johnson right there.
All right.
All right, let's see what we see on this play here.
Okay.
All right, in the very beginning, you see they're running a single high look against
Mm-hmm.
us the whole
Mm-hmm.
night.
Again.
Man
Um,
free. It's man
It's
free.
like a single high, 2 linebackers.
Man
It's
free.
like 4 DBs out there. So basically, they got everybody covered. This could be a fake blitz zone out, but let's see exactly what they do.
Oh, I see a guy coming already.
Yeah,
There they go.
it was a
So
delayed blitz.
talk about it, because I'm seeing
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Just
5,
let it go. Let it go. Let it
6.
go. Even if they come with 6, you have a running back, so you have 6 guys to pick it up.
Either that linebacker is in coverage over the running
Mhm.
back or he's blitzing, but normally he's blitzing. So they got 6
Normally-
guys against our
Six
6,
guys. So
and they picked it
exactly.
up very well.
Very well. Now in pass, this would have been lunch meat. Jones would have been lunch meat on a play like this because blitz pickups was the Giants' Achilles heel on the offensive line. I mean,
That's
for
where
years, man.
Barkley has to be able to do this year.
Yep. So let's look at the running back and see. That's
Let's pick up on the running back.
That's excellent
Mm-hmm.
right there.
And Colin Johnson, beautiful job of winning.
Yeah, I mean that was decisive. Daniel Jones got out of his hand. That was
a
decisive.
decisive play. I was gonna say the same thing. Just running back
Now
on
let's
the
see the
line.
reason why he didn't look to his right and just stay to his left. Let's go back to the beginning.
Watch Evan now.
So
We'll speak about Neil in a little bit.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So Daniel Jones, he gets the ball. Let's see what he does. He looks right the whole way. You want to know why he looks
whole
right
way.
the whole way? Because I believe he had a little bit of chemistry with Colin Johnson, and he
Mhm.
trusts him to win that inside route right there.
And that's the key, like you said, Pat, with the chemistry. Now we seeing why chemistry is so important with this team and these receivers. You know, he knows with Colin Johnson right here. He knows where to put this ball on Colin Johnson. You know, and
Now-
like I said, shout out to Colin Johnson for winning the matchup. The receivers got to win the matchups ultimately, but it's important to see your quarterback, like you said, be decisive and trusting his receivers to be in the right spot at the right time. And shout out to the line too, because it pocket, man. It's pocket.
Now, shout out to Daniel Jones for noticing that it was a double gap blitz by
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
Bengals in covering one, so everybody's going to be one-on-one. So he trusts Colin Johnson the most. He didn't look at anybody else. He trusted Colin Johnson to win on his route. And he
For
got
the
it to him.
record, I think this has Galladay here. I'm pretty sure that's Galladay, and I
Where?
think that's Wandale Robinson, and
Oh,
that's
down low.
Bellinger.
Okay.
Yeah, so he noticed the blitz and he trusted Colin Johnson. He had Kenny Galladay out there. He didn't give him a look.
That's
So
open.
yeah, I mean, nothing else was open. He could have threw a strike to Bellinger right there, but he trusted Colin Johnson
Mm-hmm.
more than he trusted Daniel Bellinger right there. Shout out to
And
Daniel Jones for recognizing the blitz.
I think this play probably gets knocked out his hands or something like that too. And we know he's not going to Galladay.
Yeah.
He didn't look Galladay's direction all game.
Johnson has 2 yards of separation in the NFL. That's
Yeah.
open. That's open.
Yeah, that's wide open in the NFL.
Yeah, Johnson
Bellinger's
is
open.
open. Bellinger's
Bellinger's
open too.
open in the NFL.
Direct
But like
line.
you said,
Mahomes.
he trusts this throw more.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people on this play, if you want to be a super critique of Daniel Jones didn't look at any of his progressions. He stayed on one side of the field. Well, he saw that the blitz was coming, so you know those people are coming in there. So you gotta read the play like you're not going to have all day.
Mhm.
So he knew that Colin Johnson was going to be one-on-one. I'm taking my 6'6" receiver on the slant on the smaller DB every time. If I don't have trust in Kenny Galladay, and look at the position Kenny Galladay is in, he's smothered.
He's covered. He's covered. He can't get
So he
separation.
made the right decision, because if he looked at Kenny Galladay, he would have missed Johnson and probably would have had to try to
Robinson's
hit
covered.
Bellinger over the middle. Yeah, Robinson's covered. He probably would have tried to hit Bellinger over the middle late and probably would have got deflected. Or hopefully Robinson breaks away, go a little bit further to see if Robinson broke away from the DB.
Is he running the hammer out?
Mm,
I mean, it'd be a tough throw. He can get it in
yeah,
there. It'd be a
he
tough throw.
could. He would have to
when
lead
the
him
alley-
towards
no,
the
He would have to
sideline.
put it. You have to put it right there on like
But
the
look at the
hash
alley.
right there.
Look at the alley. He hit. If you look at the offensive line, if he wants to come there, he actually has the alley between
Yeah.
the center, the right,
Right
and
here.
so it's opening. So if he wants to come off to it, but yeah, like Pat said, yeah, that's the right read right there. But that alley is opening. It's open. That window will. If he comes there, Robinson at least put it to the sideline. If Robinson doesn't get it, it goes out of bounds.
But shout out to the offensive line for giving Daniel Jones an alley on the blitz. We haven't seen that in years.
Yeah. Shout
But
out to
Daniel
the O-line.
Jones made the right play on that. No matter what you say about him
Exactly.
not reading the whole field, he made the exact
He
right
doesn't-
play.
And what I'm looking at in this film is they're simplifying this offense for Daniel Jones. You know, and it's going to make it easier for him to progress as a quarterback, because, like you said, they're pretty much the last couple plays we looked at, he's pretty much know where he has to go with the ball. You know, and if it's not open, his line has given him time, if he needs to, like Pat said, to go, and Ed said to go, come here and go to the second progression, which is more likely going to be Wandale Robinson, because this guy, I think, like you said, Pat, this ball probably gets knocked out. Plus, you got the safety, high safety, bearing down too, coming in. So
He's driving.
yeah,
But that's the correct play. He made the correct play right there.
That's the right play. Good job by Jones. Good job by the offense in general. Nice play, Colin Johnson. Man, it sucks,
Unfortunately,
Colin.
he got hurt.
Man,
Right.
damn. Ugh, that sucks, man. I think this dude's gonna have a breakout season. All right.
Just cover 3.
All right. Looks like we're in
I want to say
form.
this is Williams.
Twin.
Yeah, so I think this.
Yeah, they're in the odd front. Corners are off, so
Looks like
Right.
Bellinger and Allen are out there, or is that Myrick and Bellinger? Is one of the combinations.
I think it's Myrick. Go ahead, let it run.
I don't know. NYG still there? I tell you what, Coach, they continue to give us that one high safety
Single.
look.
Exactly. You keep continuing
You're not gonna be
to
able to
do that.
disrespect us like this year, though.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. No,
You're gonna get ate alive if you do that against us this year.
and with the halfway decent offensive line, excuse me. Um, if everyone plays, the only concern right now is left guard for me. Between center and right
Mm-hmm.
guard. I know Neil is a rookie. There's little things that I would work on tweaking, in his pass set, but it's just the left guard who's going to be there to build the continuity with Thomas. But if we can get it down and we can run the way we ran in this game, it's going to open up the passing game, and
Yep.
so many different dynamics that we can do. And if guys, of course, we all say the same thing, if guys stay healthy, but that's football. So if the guys behind them can step up and make plays, it allows Daniel Jones to gain confidence. And because that's the one thing I'm seeing right now this preseason, he's very confident. He's confident in where he needs to go. He's confident in certain guys. Like you said, you know, he's not. I don't know if he's not confident or he just doesn't trust Galladay. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what the disconnect between him and Galladay is, but he
mm-mm,
doesn't look Galladay's way at all.
mm-mm,
Like he doesn't
mm-mm.
look at him at all.
Exactly. So, and that to me is why Shepard is more important to me right now than any receiver. We need him to stay on the field because he just he has that continuity with him. We already know he has it with Slayton. It seems to be that he's building it with Sills, and well, I don't think Bachman is going to make the roster. So, but if he does, at least he has continuity and he has confidence in those receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So he can definitely make those plays. And if he's confident, he seemed like a different quarterback when he's confident. He really
Right. He
does. So
seems like a pretty darn good quarterback when he's confident and making quick
exa-
decisions.
exactly. So and then when you have good coaches in your ear, going over the reads, when they're in this look, this is what you need to do. You know, of course, film study is going to show you different things. It's going to expand on the different coverages. But look, if they're in cover 4, if they're in cover 6, this is what you need to do. Also based on the down and distance. And if you trust the offensive line, which it seems to be that he's gaining a lot of trust in the offensive line, he's going to be able to put the ball in the playmaker's hands. And
Right. And that's what we need.
exactly. So, and you know, like I said, I mean, I've been watching the offensive line, and Glowinski. The one thing I will say, with this game, I did notice that he was keeping an eye on Neil. And he always peeled off to always
Mm-hmm.
help him. And I mean, there's things with Neil. One of the things I would like for them to do is work on, because his head and his shoulders seems to be a little bit too forward. Get his shoulders and his head back a little bit more. But Thomas, when he was a rookie, was kind of the same way.
Yep.
So
He used to duck his head all the damn
hmm
time.
so if you keep your shoulders and your head back, no matter what, you're going to be able to play with good base. And I mean, because second play, I think it was the first pass play, the defensive end got him, but the second time the defensive end tried to do the same thing and he adjusted perfectly. So he's coachable. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, NYG.
All right, my bad, man. Some technical difficulties over here. But all right, we're gonna get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like, share, subscribe if you don't mind. Also subscribe to Coach Ed and Big Pat. Appreciate both of you guys for coming on the stream tonight. But let's get back into the film, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if I could ever get this thing, I will get better at this. I promise y'all. This is kind of crazy right now. All right. So, all right. This was all right. So, what are y'all seeing here? Let's roll it first.
Right here. I like the play scheme on this one. If you run it
Mm-hmm.
back, they gave Daniel Jones 2 outlets right there.
It really it's a perfect what I call triangle. So
Mm-hmm.
it's perfect because you have deep, you have one to the flat and one right in the middle, which was looks like that was Bellinger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Okay.
good play fake, line slid to give a good run look. And then you also have up top, you have the backside over route. So just go ahead, let it go. You see the receiver on the right going straight up. That looks like
Right
Colin
here.
Johnson. Yeah, Colin
Yes, to
Johnson.
Colin Johnson. Yeah.
And then you have both the tight end and it looks like Bellinger and Myrick. You know,
And these
one is
guys look out of position. So
exactly.
yeah,
And then if
yeah,
you
Yeah,
watch,
that's Bellinger that came from the other side, and that's
yeah,
Antonio Williams going out,
Williams
and
right
Myrick
here.
was blocking.
okay. So,
Okay.
and if you look up top also on the backside, he actually has a fourth coming into the window if he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives him so
Mm,
many different options. He just, quickly
Right.
dumped it off. Perfect, no problem. So,
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, he's open. He's
mm-hmm.
open. And
if
this is what play design does. It gets guys open. It just Jason Garrett couldn't get these guys open for Jack squad, man. Like
no, because
I'm
both
not
those
used to
guys that are out there in the route would have been
more
blocking,
than
and it
one
would have
guy
just been
open.
two receivers
Mm-hmm.
out there,
Mm-hmm.
and all those
So,
linebackers would have been underneath that top receiver. And look, basically, he's holding Johnson right here, but they didn't call it. But if you run the play, they gave him 4 outlets: the
mm-hmm.
flat, semi middle on the hash, deep
Mm-hmm.
dig route, and deep
And
out
out.
route with
Right.
Colin
Mm-hmm.
Johnson. Colin Johnson's covered. The dig route is covered because they noticed
Mm-hmm.
it and they ran back. But he gave him
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
real quick option right there before that lineman can get there, and we only needed 2 yards, so first down.
And
Mm-hmm.
shout out, man. Like you said, he's starting because
You're
he
breaking
You
up,
going in
bro.
and out, NYG.
look at this. It's not near to
NYG, you going in and out, bro.
But yeah, that's a great play design. Oh, where did we
Yeah,
go
the play
now?
design right there was, I think that was what, 4th and 2 or 3rd and 2?
I think it was third and
I
two.
forgot.
yeah, third
Yeah,
and
I think.
two. Can y'all hear me? Am I
Yeah,
back? All
we
right.
hear you.
This is 1st and 10. Cincy 41.
Set was the second
So
quarter. Yeah, I think so.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The all 22 doesn't give you the score or anything.
All right, so you got the wing, you got the tight wing.
All right. So you see how this they ran a 2-man high right here. This is man coverage right here.
Mm-hmm. All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got somebody running down. All right, I'll wait till you go back.
All right. That was a little dump off play I was telling you about. You're gonna see a couple of these that Jones
Okay,
likes to go to the running
to the
back.
running backs. That's probably why
Yeah.
whoever that was running free. Oh no, he wasn't. He has a
Now you got to
quarterback on
see
him.
what the offensive line looked like right here. To
Yeah,
why he dumped it off so fast.
yeah. See,
All right.
watch Neil. Go ahead, let it run. I'm watching Neil. See, his back
All
has to
right,
be
play
there.
So
action.
that's the
Yeah,
play action.
Actually,
Okay.
the offensive line was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's blocked up. Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
I
Keep
see it.
going,
That was
keep going.
Kowalski. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones steps up.
Who's open
So
though? This look at this guy. This guy.
I mean, this guy broke open, but that safety you can't see him. He's over here
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. That
Yeah.
safety's over here somewhere. So
Okay,
that's probably
it's
why
the
he didn't
route.
throw
So
it to him.
he's running into him. Okay, I
Yeah.
see
No,
it.
he's
So he made the right decision.
and
Yeah,
if
Because
yeah,
if that's
and
safety, you can't see him because of the screen. But if that safety's
mm-hmm.
anywhere where
he's
it's
over here
17 or
somewhere.
20,
Yeah,
that's
he's over
pick.
here somewhere.
and if
Got
push
you.
come to shove, if If that's Williams, if he was happening to be covered, the last resort, he has the alley to run.
Yep,
Oh
That's
yeah.
sure does.
so wide
Mm-hmm.
open. If they gave him that, he's getting that first down. He's getting with his athleticism. He's getting so. This is a beautiful job, but that's because of the offensive line. That's
They
Yes.
because of
actually
the
tried to trick him too because they
exactly.
turned it into a zone when they got to the 30.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a zone. This is a Tampa 2.
Exactly. Once you see that Mike linebacker dropping that deep, that tells you it's Tampa. So, and the cornerbacks are sitting in the flats where the two other linebackers got the hook to curl. So, you
So
know,
they're actually trying to bait you to throw it
mm-hmm,
to him.
Mm.
Because if you can't read a Tampa 2, you throw it to him. That's a pick, or at the
mm-hmm,
very least broken up. And so he did right.
mm-hmm,
Either you could have ran or threw it to the running back because, or if you're Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or somebody, and this receiver breaks right here, you got a cannon of an arm because his back is turned. You could throw it right here in this area to where
mm-hmm,
that receiver is at the top.
What this guy?
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Yeah, at the top. You see where that linebacker's standing right there, but his feet are still.
mm-hmm.
And if this receiver
25.
breaks, he comes up to about the 26. Aaron Rodgers has a laser of arm where he can get it to that receiver right there, but Daniel Jones made the correct play.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
that's only if you want to nitpick. But let the play
Right.
go through because you got to see what that linebacker did. If that linebacker stays stationary, no, that
Mm-hmm.
linebacker moved. So yeah, he made
He
the
would
correct play.
undercut it.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah. He
undercut.
did.
Yeah.
He did.
That
Good
was
play,
that was
man.
his only outlet. Now a lot of people who watch film, you see, he missed a wide open guy, and that dude wasn't wide open. That
Mm-hmm.
safety's just out of the
Yeah.
screen.
You're right,
Exactly.
man. That's why this is dope, man. And people need to watch this to learn.
You
Don't
see,
just
the average fan doesn't do that. They don't
they
want to take
don't.
the time to do that. They just go with the TV angle, and that's why the all 22 and the end zone. If you're really a true aficionado of the game, is the best way to watch the game. The all
Mm-hmm.
22 and the end zone. End zone will
I
show
love
you.
watching all 22, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I'm
22 gives you the
digging it,
full
man.
field, yes, and me, I'm an end zone person, but that's because I was in the trenches. So,
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say the end zone lets you see the defensive line, offensive
mm-hmm,
line,
The
and to see
offensive line.
exactly what's going on.
exactly, you see the
Mm-hmm.
movement of the lines, you see the gaps open up, so it gives you a different perspective. So, the 22 gives you the full field, and it's great for coaching and breaking it down, like Pat said. So but it's better than the to me it's better than the
The
broadcast.
highlights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If
the
you want to watch
highlight.
broadcast highlights and think that you know everything, because the
hmm
broadcast highlights, you got
and the
you
and the
got a whole lot
broadcast
to learn.
broadcast also sometimes doesn't give you the full depth perception unless you really pause it, go back, pause it, go back, pause it, go back, then you can get it. But that's me. That's me. I mean, I prefer the end zone than the all 22. But yeah, that's
All right.
Got a
I
little
know
bit
this
of
is a
motion
little
here.
blurry here, but it'll come back into focus here pretty soon.
Okay,
I
they're
think
back
that's
in the single
seals.
high look again.
Is that seals?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
13.
that's
That's
seals.
seals.
Seals
Seals.
with
I
the
think he's
tight.
going in motion.
You got a tight left. So 2x2 off right. I mean off left. All right. So in the cornerback and the linebacker. I mean
Big
safety.
Dash, what's good? Big Dash, I see you out there. I see you, Taj, man. Um,
Norm,
I can't throw the
oh,
highlights up
good.
because for some reason it keep messing up the stream, but we almost done. So hang tight, man. Appreciate y'all for stopping by too. All right, I'm gonna let this roll.
Normally, when you see this look, it's an RPO or a run.
Okay, they're trying to play games. Looks like he's coming off the edge. Yeah, that's
See
the
how crazy?
RPO.
See, I just told you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, when you see that
Mm.
look, it's an RPO or it's a run.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
let's
Jones
go
took
back
a
to the
hit
beginning of the
too.
play. Yeah, he took a wicked hit right there. Let's
And
see exactly the reason why he took that hit.
because the safety played games, he played off, and then the cornerback dropped, and then he came off of the edge.
All
So you
right.
see where he is. He's coming right now down onto the line off the edge, on the outside shoulder of the tight end. So that's the quarterback's man, basically.
Okay, so they block downwards. It's
Mm-hmm.
basically the same play they ran earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That guard was
Mm.
supposed to pull. He pulls like it's going to be a run.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones seen it and brought it down and threw a quick pass. Reason why? Because those linebackers started coming up.
That's in.
And that's good that he's able to read this. He's
Mm-hmm.
able to read this, and he's not hesitant. He's not holding on to the ball. I'm noticing that in this film. Daniel Jones is not holding that ball. He's not as what they call it, burping the baby and all that other stuff. He's being decisive with his reads, and he's hitting the quick passes to the open receiver. Look at this. Boom.
So
You said
Daniel Jones pulls it down.
This is.
He's reading that DB. He knows that
Mhm.
DB, if he hands it off, is a hit. So you might as well pass it.
yeah.
The linebacker
read.
was reading Daniel Jones. Now, this is the thing about Daniel Jones that's getting better now. Let it go through. You see, Daniel Jones didn't hesitate right there. Normally, Daniel Jones would have hesitated, probably would have got hit, and might have would have fumbled, or it would have been a sack. He just threw it. He trusted David Sills enough to go get the ball. He just threw it. Watch how he just throws it, because really he was getting hit while he was throwing it.
Yeah, he was.
Normally, Daniel Jones wouldn't throw this because it's not perfect.
Right,
See what I'm
that's the
saying?
RPO held him long enough for DJ to get the pass off. Yep.
This wasn't perfect at all. This was just a quarterback throwing it to the receiver, hoping he jumps up and makes the play.
Because Sills isn't even his break yet.
Yeah, normally Jones holds that ball until Sills gets it to his break, and then that allows the linebacker to undercut him.
Anticipation.
But look how he anticipated Sills to break his route. That's anticipation right there.
Sills he's broke yet. He's about to, but Jones is about to throw this ball.
Daniel Jones last year in this position, he's sacked.
Exactly.
That dude jumps up and lands on him because he's waiting for him to break his route. But Daniel Jones was like, "Fuck it, I'm finna throw it right now." Sills, you better make this catch.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
And that's his only play. He can't do anything.
That's the only thing he could have done.
Yeah, or take a sack.
Yep. Knock us out of field goal range.
Look.
So not only did he have a hand in his face, he threw the ball where Sills was supposed to be. See what I'm saying? Over the linebacker's head and where Sills was supposed to be. So maybe he does have a lot of trust in Sills, and I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Does this play work to Galladay? Maybe. But he threw that ball before Sills broke into his route.
This is the third.
See, I don't think he trusts Galladay.
No,
he don't trust some of these guys, and that's why I think you see that hesitation. Like you said, shout out Dash says that Jones showing anticipation. Yes, it is, because he trusts the guys he's throwing to. If that's Galladay or Tony, or no, I'm not gonna say Tony.
If it's
Galladay, he's not throwing the ball. He's gonna take that sack.
That's a big indictment on Galladay. A very big indictment. Because you basically.
I'll be honest with you. I think he takes that sack last year because he tried to make everything perfect, and he wasn't anticipating a lot of his throws. But this right here, this was anticipation. I know those linebackers are up. I'm gonna throw this ball where Sills is supposed to be, and let's see where the chips may fall. And he threw the ball. Look where the ball lands. Sills makes a hell of a catch because that was on him. Like that was a bullet.
Good catch by Sills. You know what I'm saying? And good throw by Jones. And like you said, I mean, he had to get rid of the ball, and he still was able to get the rock in the vicinity of his receiver.
And he doesn't have pressure in his face up the middle. He's only worrying about a DB off the edge. That's also the offensive line. I'm sorry, NYG, what were you saying?
No, I'm just saying, good catch by Sills, because
that ball is on.
You know, somebody else probably would have tipped it up, would have been intercepted.
Oh, that's pick.
Yeah, pick. Probably pick 6. Look at this. It's nobody in the vicinity.
Nobody in the vicinity. If he has any type of speed, he's gone.
He's gone.
But good catch right there by Sills.
I think this is the third or fourth time in the game that he did this with the slant to Sills. other
Mm-hmm.
than that fade. So he's confident in him.
All right. So here I see motion again.
What's this? The orbit? It's the orbit. Oh, that's
All right, that's
James.
Richie
That's
Richie
James.
James.
There's
Yeah.
That's Robinson James. It looks like it might have been Galladay. Now, see how he
Smooth right
stepped up
up.
in the pocket and hit
Mm-hmm.
the running back
Mm-hmm.
right there? Now, let's see exactly what the offensive line do. That was a damn good play. Got us to the 6 yard line or the 5 yard line. Let's see how he read his progressions right there and got to the running back. Look, he's not even worried about the running back right now, but he watched his progressions. You know, Richie James' route is just the outlet. If nothing's out there, just throw it to Richie James and hope he can make
Yeah.
a play.
Safety valve.
Right.
Cover
All
two.
right.
Yes.
So this actually turned.
What you
It
say,
looks
Ed?
like it
Cover
turned
two?
into.
It looks like it's. Go ahead. No, let it run. Yeah. Play action.
Yep. So cover three.
All right. They ran. Did this cloud or sky? Wait a minute. Looks
Yeah, I
like
think
they're
they
saying
run
it's
a cloud right here
cloud.
because it's not a robber because the
Mm-mm.
safety is starting to edge out, so it's not a robber.
Mm-mm.
Now he could have hit the tight end right here, Myrick
I
right
think that's
here.
where he's looking. I think that's where he's looking. You see his eyes? See his eyes? He's not
Yeah.
looking over here or over here. He's looking either here. He's not looking there. He's looking. He's looking at the tight end. But watch this. This was what I noticed when I watched the play before. See that hesitation right
By
there
the linebacker, exactly.
by Jones. Let me show
Oh,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I
Just a
wasn't
little
looking at it.
hesitation. Look.
Yeah, he
See,
stepped
he's
up in the
about to throw it.
pocket
He was about to throw it, and he brought it back, and he
because he
looked.
saw that linebacker
He's
come up.
seen that exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. He's reading this linebacker here, and he knows if he goes to this guy, it's either going to be a big hit or a pick.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees that, comes back. Look, comes
Count
back
numbers.
to the running back and says, "Nah, screw that. I'm
Trust-
going here."
Trust your
Now, if
running
he
back
steps
on
up
the
a
line.
little bit, he probably has this guy, and maybe that's a TD. I don't know. I
Hell
can't see
no, that
the
dude
safety
beat
in the picture.
Doesn't
that
have
dude
the
beat
time.
whoever 64 was. It was over with. He steps up again, he gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I see now. Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, 64 got beat. When he did
Yeah,
that
and
second
then
hitch, he had to get rid of the ball.
the safety. I think it's a safety right here.
So
He
go back
was-
to the beginning of the play and let it run, just to see that Daniel Jones does know how to read his progressions if he's trusted. Daniel Jones
fake.
last year probably hits Richie James right now,
Yep.
but he
back.
stepped up,
pulls it
saw
back.
that the tight end was gonna get killed.
And if it's Barkley, that's probably a TD.
Yeah, if that's
Barkley
Barkley,
probably-
that might be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Or he's down to like the 3,
Mhm.
diving and trying to dive to get into the end zone. Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all we got. I just want to go through, some of these plays from Jones. Stop. All right. Because I've been one of Jones's biggest critics. So, I'm a man enough to say the guy looks good. He looks a whole lot better from a quarterback standpoint than he did last year. He's decisive. He's not patting the ball, burping the baby. It looks like he's getting and this was the start of his, so-called, hot streak as he practice. So maybe this guy probably getting he may have a decent season, we shall see, but these receivers, yeah, if they can but still get in this game in in the regular season, this offense can cook. This offense can cook, man, because he looks like a better quarterback. I'm gonna be honest with you. He looks confident in what he's doing out there and what he's seeing out there, and not holding the ball and being indecisive.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I look at all 22 film.
Mm-hmm.
I know Coach likes the end zone look. I like the end zone look too when I'm looking at the D line or the offensive line. That's amazing to look at. Pause, but it is. I don't know. There's something about the trenches that's dope. But
Mm-hmm.
just like Todd says, you gotta give a little credit to Wink Martindale as well because I think he's speeding Daniel Jones' internal clock up, and I think Daniel Jones just feels that this coaching staff is letting him play.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to be
Mm-hmm.
perfect. That a couple of those throws, he would have tried to be perfect. It wouldn't have went our way. Especially that Seals throw. That's a turnover or a sack.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a turnover anyway because you don't know if Daniel Jones is going to hold on to the ball if he gets hit a certain way. So all I can say is hopefully it translates over to the season, and I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a huge freaking year because if he
Oh
getting
yeah.
those dump offs the way Antonio Williams was catching that, those are
Yeah.
20 to 30-yard gains. And I love the way that Brian Dabo gives a player at each freaking level of the
Mm-hmm.
field. That one play on the 3rd and 2, he had 4 receivers on the field at 4 different levels. You had the deep post or the deep dig, if you want to call
Mm-hmm.
it, 20 yards down the field. You had the out route that was 11 yards down the field. You had the tight end that sat right there where the sticks were,
6
just in
Mm-hmm.
case that linebacker went out there to cover that running back, and then I just dump it off to him real quick and get the first down. That's the stuff we didn't see with Jason Garrett and Joe Judge. You saw one player doing a deep post and one player doing a deep out. And if both those guys are covered, guess what? Daniel Jones is getting his ass whooped because his offensive line, even with 7 people, couldn't block. So I think we have an offense that's going to attack every level of the field. And it's going to be up to Daniel Jones to see where he has to attack this team. What defenses are they running? Can he still attack a defense when they show him one look and then go to another look?
Yeah.
Can he still be successful if they showing you man, but they change it to Tampa 2, which he did successfully in this game a couple of times, or they look at Tampa 2, but it really is a cover 3 cloud or a cover 3 robber. So you try to attack a cover 3 in the seam with the tight end, but if it's a robber, that safety's right there waiting for you. Will Daniel Jones be able to see that and attack it with the check down? Because we got the best check down running back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a 5-yard or 3-yard check down and let Saquon Barkley do his work and get us a first down real quick. So we're gonna see in the season, man. I'm glad NYG did this. I already seen it. I already broke it down myself, but it's good to see that other people look at all 22. Make your judgments on players by looking at all 22. You can look at freaking highlights all day. They're only gonna show you the really good or the really bad, but they're not going to show you exactly why it happened. I'm the type of person who want to know why the hell is this happening.
So you can make your adjustments off of it. That's
Right.
so perfect. And we have a coaching staff that is teaching and coaching him up to identify and understand the rules of where he needs to go. If this happens, this is what you do. This is where you go. And he's trusting his offensive line. You know, I mean, I understand everyone's going to talk about, oh, it was not their first team, but we didn't have our full first team in there either. You know,
Right.
You were not getting pressure up the middle, which is the most critical point for a quarterback. You know, if the middle is protected and the tackles wash the edges off, a quarterback can step up, and he has a little alley. So, NYG
Like, oh, it's against the 2.
Yeah. Nah, it doesn't matter if it's the 2 or the 3 because we was getting beat up by all the first team, second team, third team, practice squad,
and we had our 5th center in there playing, and our 3rd or 4th left guard in there playing. And Andrew Thomas only played a couple of plays, and Evan Neal only played the first quarter, and Glowinski was out after the first drive, I believe. So we had our backups doing very good against backups.
You go to NFL.com if you want the all 22. You do have to purchase a subscription, but you get the all 22 to every game.
NFL NFL Plus.
Yeah,
Yep.
NFL Plus. Yeah.
So
But yeah, go ahead, Ed.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna, I wasn't gonna stay too long. We did the film review or whatever, but yeah, like I said, man, Jones looks better. I would leave him out of this preseason game if I was the coaches.
I think he's gonna play one
Um,
drive.
Yeah, you gotta let him play one drive because remember he's off the next week after that. So, just let him go out
mhm.
there, wet his whistle, and then pull him back. You know, that's me. Just keep it very simple, and he has the premium too.
Yeah,
So he should.
you gotta go to the website. You can't get it
Mm-hmm.
off the app, Dash. That's
I
probably why you
know.
can't
Yeah,
access it.
yeah. I had to
You
learn
gotta
that
actually
too.
go to the
It's the
website to the
website. Yeah.
browser. hmm Yeah, because if you got Plus and you got the premium, you should have it.
Mm-hmm.
But any last words, fellas, before we wrap it up?
Nah, man. I just enjoy watching film, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I shout out to you, Pat, man, because you got me into this stuff right here, man. I ain't watching no film like that before, man. It was like,
I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not a normal YouTuber, man. I love this
man
shit,
said,
man. I love looking
go
at
check the
film and
tape.
stuff. Check the.
That's
That's
Pat.
exactly what I always say. Check the tape.
yeah,
I want to know
Pat.
why he sucks.
Jeez. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just say he sucked. I want to know why you
yeah.
suck ass. Like, why are you so ass?
It's
Oh,
called
this
it,
is why. Maybe we can fix it.
Pat. It's just
Yeah.
called being a competent football aficionado because others are just fans, and we are not just fans. We're aficionados. We want to go deep into it. You know, in a sense, as someone once told me, it's like brain surgery. We want to go into
Mhm.
the brain and really get a full understanding of why, what's going on, so we can further enjoy the game. So,
Right.
you know,
So when I do see it, when I am calling a game, I know what's going on. Oh yeah, he
mm-hmm,
does do this, and he has to
mm-hmm.
get better at that, or we're gonna keep getting our ass whooped because he can't do this.
If
And
you
now I
watch
know
it,
why we need to get rid of certain people and why we need to bring in certain people.
if you watch enough film, you will start picking up tendencies. You'll know it ahead of time.
Yeah,
If
that's why I
you're
seen his little. That's why I was telling Pat, and on G Nation stream last night that I noticed Jones likes those dump off passes to the running
mm-hmm,
back.
mm-hmm,
I because I watched the film. I didn't notice
mm-hmm,
that before.
mm-hmm. Exactly. So,
So look for Saquon to have a huge year, man. A huge
Right.
season, man. Yeah, man. But appreciate everybody for turning out, man. I know this is kind of late, but I'm gonna try to do better with the scheduling and everything. But I'm gonna try to do some more of these, man. These film breakdowns, man. I actually like it, man. I like watching the film, man, because I'm a student of the game. I learn a lot from Pat and from Coach. So I'm a student of the game. And I like this, man. I like watching film because, like Pat said, we want to know why these guys suck or
mm-hmm,
why they're doing good. You can't just go off media gives you and ESPN and all that. But
Exactly.
mm-hmm.
shout out to everybody that turned out. Super Taj, Wells, appreciate y'all. Big Dash, appreciate you. Levance, appreciate you. Tudo, appreciate you, man. And shout out to everybody that didn't comment but watched the video. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate my two feature guests, Coach. Please go sub to Coach, man. He does this on his own channel. He has his own platform, and I know everybody know Big Pat, but if you don't, definitely got to subscribe to Big Pat Sports Talk. But
Mm-hmm.
that being said, we out. Peace.